Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over the possible mythical that we're going to be receiving for GoFest. And not just for the people that do have tickets, but for everybody, because as we do know, how it goes is basically the GoFest attendees are going to be able to get the mythical first, and then later down the line, everybody else who did not attend GoFest will be able to get them as well. And not only that, folks, level 50, well, not level 50, but an increased level is coming soon and has been confirmed by somebody at Niantic. So we're going to be taking a look at that, folks. Really exciting stuff. So going on, this is going to be part of the interview. We're going to be taking a look at bits and pieces here. As the company returns to a new normal, some of the Pokemon Go's recent player lifeline features will be retired as expected, right? While some will be made permanent. Now that is exciting news. The game's expanded limit of holding and sending gifts will become standard. So basically we're going to be able to still hold the expanded amount of gifts. Very nice, right? They go on to say that the Pokemon and Gym radius is going to stay expanded for the foreseeable future. Walking distance for Go Battle League will return in a way that makes sense. So they don't necessarily say that it's going to be just go back to normal and you're going to have to do the full kilometers in a way that makes sense. That's key. So this may affect streamers on Twitch who like to stream their Go Battle League battles and all of their sets. They may potentially have to purchase some, passes and invest in that. We'll see how all that works. Then they go on to say, oh, and the rumors were true. The game's long-held level 40 cap will be changed. Senior developer Matt Selman confirmed, although there is no word yet on when or how. So there you have it. They didn't necessarily say level 50. This is just kind of a guesstimate, but we're going off of data miners, as we're going to be taking a look at here in just a moment, and look at the potential rewards. Although this is just speculation. Well, I mean, it was found within the data, but everything is subject to change, so always keep that in mind. So they do go on to say, like we've seen here, in a way that makes sense for the Go Battle League. So again, they don't necessarily say it's going to go back to the full kilometers needed like before, but we'll see exactly how they do decide to implement it. Maybe they might even just throw in something else, not even kilometers, maybe just a few tasks that you need to do. Nonetheless, there you have it, and confirmed increased levels are going to be coming. Now, taking a look at Pokeminers, we're going to see what the levels do look like and the items. I'll have a link in the description to check them out. So there you go for the level 41 and 2. Now, as we're taking a look at these items, I want to just kind of go over my thoughts on how this is going to come about here. Are you going to be able to just accumulate all of the XP and just level up immediately and gain all of these items? Or are you going to have to grind it out again? Honestly, we've been over this before. I personally think it is simply just going to come in all at once. All of the XP that you've earned over the time here past level 40 is just going to accumulate, and you're going to be able to potentially collect all these items. Although I really hope that they make it an insane amount of XP to reach these extended levels here. And who knows, they might even just roll out an extra 5 levels and not even bump it up to all the way to 50 as we're seeing in the data mine here. And they might kind of just hold off for a later time just to further extend Pokemon Go's life and longevity by doing so, and not just throwing out that level cap immediately here. So looking good. And if you're thinking to yourself, well, what does this mean for Pokemon? Are things going to be able to be powered up more? Well, I don't really know, guys. I honestly don't know how all that's going to work. Yeah, I know the concerns a lot of you do have, like, well, it doesn't really make sense because, well, then, everything's going to be thrown off as far as the meta and power-ups and, buddies and everything like that. Well, yeah, we'll just have to see how it all works out. But, hey, it's still exciting to know that they did confirm we're going to get level increases, but with no date or time or how, right? And as you can see, level 50 does have quite a bit of items here. Yeah, you get to level 50 and there, have some more lucky eggs. Hey, I guess it is time to start using your lucky eggs again, I suppose, so you can get that XP and potentially level up even more when it does come out. Now, let's go ahead and shift our attention to the mythical Pokemon here and see what they have to say. Over the weeks leading up to the GoFest 2020, all players will be able to unlock extra Pokemon for the event itself by completing 3 weekly sets of time research tasks from Professor Willow. It sounds similar to the team-based challenges we've seen in previous years to unlock in-game bonuses. And you can take part whether you have a ticket or not. So looks like or sounds like we're going to be having some sort of, I don't know, build up to GoFest, a little bit of a story, and something to go into GoFest, kind of knowing, what we're sort of getting into here and exactly what the Mythical may potentially be. And then they go on to say even more here. The event will tell a new story within Pokemon Go, which will begin in the weeks leading up to the event itself and continue for ticket holders throughout the game and via social media during the event weekend. So yeah, this is sounding pretty good here, right? I mean, we've seen similar things like this before. There's a new challenge-based gameplay within the app, as well as a new social media feature. There's a new system designed to emulate the physical events, various biomes, and yes, there will be a new mythical Pokemon to catch confirmed, all right? It's not like we didn't know that there was going to be a new mythical, right? So I think it's maybe going to be Shaymin, maybe it's going to be Victini. That's another thing we're going to be going over. And we just had the Swords of Justice, which should bring possibly Keldeo. All of these Pokemon that I just mentioned are going to be mythicals, and they are due to arrive in Pokemon Go. So it is going to be a toss-up between these three, I do believe, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at their stats to see what we have going on for all those Pokemon. First one up is going to be Shaymin, and it's going to be the Sky form, Grass and Flying type, with a max CP of 3,592, attack 261, defense 166, and stamina 225. Those stats aren't bad at all, are they, folks? So as you can see, the weaknesses going to be weak to Fire, Grass, very weak to Ice because of the Flying and Flying type, kind of like Tropius, also weak to Poison and Rock, and then resisting Ground magnificently, right? Beautiful, because of the typings. And then you have also resisting Grass, Fighting, and Water. For the quick moves, we have Hidden Power and then Zen Headbutt. So the Hidden Power can be used to your advantage, I suppose, depending on the typing that you do get. And remember, you can change that. So whatever type you do get for the Hidden Power, when this does come out, you're going to be stuck with that one. And it is only going to be caught once, unless this is not what they put out there and we get this for, I don't know, EX raids in the future. Who knows? But nonetheless, charge moves are going to be Solar Beam, Grass Knot, and Energy Ball. So just looking at Grass charge moves, unfortunately, these are all subject to change. But as it stands right now, if you had Hidden Power Grass, I suppose this could be a good Grass type attacker for raids. As far as PvP, not looking the hottest. Taking a look at Keldeo here, it's going to be a Water and Fighting type, max CP 3,698, attack 260, defense 192, stamina 209. And you can see the various weaknesses here. Weak to Electric, Fairy, Flying, Grass, Psychic, Resisting, Bug, Dark, Fire, Ice, Rock, Steel, and Water. Quick moves are going to be Low Kick and Poison Jab. Not looking great. Poison Jab's actually okay, I suppose. It's going to have that, super effective damage to Fairy types, which you're going to be weak to. For the charge moves, you're going to have Close Combat, Hydro Pump, X Scissor, and Aqua Jet. And yet again, I can't stress this enough, these moves are subject to change, right? So as far as the charge moves, definitely going to go for the quick move Poison Jab, right? But for the charge moves, Close Combat's looking pretty good. X Scissor, I mean, all of them are technically pretty alright. It's getting stabbed from all of them except for X Scissor. And you have a bit of coverage against those Grass types with that X Scissor and or potentially Psychic type. So it's not looking all bad for Keldeo there. Now taking a look at Victini here, giving us the peace sign. It's going to be a Psychic and Fire type with a max CP up 3,265, attack 210, defense 210, and stamina 225. Those stats look very familiar. And then various weaknesses, quick move for the quick attack, confusion, and then for the charge moves, focus blast, overheat, and psychic, looking meh. So if you did enjoy this video, folks, please give it a big thumbs up. Get hype for increased levels, but with no date, as well as the other information. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.